What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for watching and supporting. We've got a great video for you guys today. We're going to be going over why so many drivers are quitting. This is one thing I've seen on forums all over the internet. We've even gotten some emails, seen some comments. A lot of you are hopping off rideshare for good. I mean, unless something changes. So Uber and Lyft is losing drivers at probably the fastest rate it ever has. So we're going to talk about that for a little bit. Before we do, I wanted to shout out our sponsor, Solo. Solo is an incredible app that takes a lot of the best features from a lot of past rideshare apps, combines it into one is the way I've described it. Their tax mileage tracking and things like that is unbeatable. One of the best parts is you're going to get $15 just for signing up and linking your account. There's a link in the description below. You do have to use that link to get that promotion, but 15 bucks, you know, you might as well. And check out Solo. Also, you're going to get some guaranteed earnings based on your area. So definitely something that's worth looking into. So as far as drivers quitting, to some degree, the obvious answer is, oh, it's the cost of gas. And while that's a major contributor, the reality is this has been a long time coming. Everybody remembers the good old days, if you've been an experienced driver, where you could hop on and really make some pretty crazy money in a week. I used to know drivers that had made like $2,500 to $3,000 a week. I myself had weeks where I was easily doing $1,500 to $2K 5-6 years ago driving in Nashville. The bonuses were better, the incentives were better. Obviously, the rates have dropped pretty much year after year after year. It's never ended there. And so, while everyone's blaming this on the gas, and like I said, it's a contributor, the reality is it's been a long time coming. Because it's gotten to a point where, along with the gas, it's the wear and tear. And the reality is, like, if you really want to be profiting in the span of a year, you've got to be making more money. One thing I've preached so often on this channel is that you've really got to be making like an absolute bare minimum of 20 an hour, and I would say 25 an hour for this to make sense. Now, this is really in terms of full-time driving, because a lot of people hop on the app one day a week, they make an extra 200 bucks, and it might not have been 20 an hour, but it's worth it because they only do it once a week. I still think Uber and Lyft are phenomenal sources for part-time income, side hustles, you know, a true gig economy job. The problem is too many people resorted to Uber and Lyft as full-time, and they're like, oh, this is awesome, work when I want. What I've never understood about those people is, like, if you're going to work 50 hours a week, like, does it really matter that you made your own schedule? You know, is that impactful at that point? You could work 50 hours a lot of places and probably make a lot more money. But this is where these people are quitting. And a lot of the reason that I think this happened is because since the pandemic, it's changed the way people look at work. Many more companies have relied on remote work and just, you know, virtual offices at this point. Now, Elon Musk is pretty big on having people back in. I'm sure you guys all saw that, and I would honestly probably agree with him there. But the reality is, you can go and get a remote position and have somewhat customizable hours for like 25 an hour nowadays. Minimum wage is going higher and higher. And so when you look at it from that perspective, and you're not going to have the same flexibility as Uber and Lyft, but a lot of these like customer service centers, they'll have like 5 or 6 different shifts you can pick from. And they'll pay you $500 to $1,000 to set up a home office. And this isn't a plug or anything. Just go on Craigslist and look. They're all over the place. Go on Indeed and look. They're all over the place. So you can either destroy your vehicle and pay $7 a gallon for gas, or you can stay home and not have as much flexibility, and you are talking to annoying people all day. But this is a tough economy, and you've got to do what works. And so this is really, to me, the main reason why people are quitting. There's better options with close to the same flexibility, and at the end of the span of the year, they're going to be making significantly more money because they're not paying absurd amounts for gas, and they're not, you know, tearing up their vehicle, which you'd be surprised if you do full-time driving, you can go through cars every 2 years very easily, maybe even sooner. It's very realistic that you might put 150,000 miles on your vehicle in 1 year of full-time rideshare driving. So anyways, that to me is why drivers are quitting. I think more people are joining for part-time money, but anybody who did this full-time, I think, is slowly going to come to a pretty cruel realization of where this industry is at. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Check out Solo, linked in the description below. Get that free $15 for signing up. Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and we will talk to you guys soon.